My last question, a Matterport service provider has a trusted relationship with a client, but lacks the expertise. Do you partner with that service provider? Can they call you and say, hey, I have this trusted relationship. The client has 100 locations in 37 states. They're asking me to do Pro3. I think they're planning to use some of this stuff for construction. I think I'm way over my head. Are you available to partner with me to work on this potential client? RJ?
So what I do in that instance is with people I can trust through meeting for lunch and having a good conversation, up to the level of a BLK 360, I will rent them my BLK 360 and provide the registration of that data hourly. So I'll train them to capture it at site, rent them my BLK 360s. Now, BLK 360 is still not perfect, but fits a much broader niche. So I will rent them that on a day rate and then provide the registration of their data that they capture with my BLK 360 hourly. And I mean, the registration software just jumped to $5,700 a year this year. So like, I mean, it's a huge, like I hear Matterport people complain about $5,000 camera. We're paying $5,700 per license per year just for the registration data. So it's a different game, and I will rent them. Like I say, a trusted relationship. I will rent the BLK so they can maintain the face relationship with their client. And I'm just in the background. I take my scanner back, register the data, and give them the point cloud.
Just to follow up on that for clarification. So for a Matterport service provider who is using a Pro3 or a Pro2 for that matter, the workflow of scanning is literally the same using a BLK 360 first generation camera paired with the Matterport platform. The nuance of what we're talking about, though, is rather than exporting or rather than ordering an E57 file through Matterport, which gives perhaps you a heart attack, you're going to take the same data and actually register it, align the data yourself in order to produce an end product that you have confidence regarding the measurements versus perhaps using a BLK 360 with Matterport's version of an E57 file.
Yeah, we're able to add redundancy in what's called closure on the loop. So rather than open-ended measurements from end to end, we're able to form closed loops and redundancy in the data to verify it that it closes off on each other.
Sylvia, a Matterport service provider comes to you and wants to partner because they have a trusted relationship. What do you say?
I'll say yes, as long as there's a good fit. And when I say good fit, like we share values and we're aligned on the budget, and we have the capability of actually providing the value that their client needs. If not, we're always gonna help them and try to point them in the right direction. But usually those are the three metrics that we pick our own clients, budget, values, and our own competence.
Is there a fourth subset, which is historic? Is that important?
Yeah, we usually try to pursue historic work, and most of our clients are architects, engineers that work with the National Park Service or entities like the National Park Service.
Okay, John, Matterport service provider comes to you, has a trusted relationship. They're obviously way over their head, but has a huge opportunity.
Yeah, again, we've used partnering as a big part of our business model for many years. For me, a lot of the same things Sylvia said as far as what we would be looking for. But ultimately, it comes down to trust. If they're bringing me in and helping them with a big opportunity with their client, they need to trust me, and I need to trust them as well. If we can establish that trust, then there's a great opportunity to learn from each other and benefit, from each other, and hopefully pass work back and forth both ways.
John, RJ, Sylvia, thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dan.
We've been visiting with North Vancouver, Canada-based 3DLS.xyz. Managing Partner, Richard RJ Johnson. The website is the company name, 3DLS.xyz. We've also been visiting with Tustin, California-based Architectural Resource Consultants, also known by ARC, President and CEO, as well as U.S. Institute of Building Documentation, founder and president John Russo. The website for ARC is arc-corporate.com. And we've been visiting with Atlanta, Georgia-based RC Monkeys director, Silviu Stolian. And RC Monkeys website is rcmonkeys.com. For RJ, John, and Silviu, I'm Dan Smigrod, founder of the We Get Around Network Forum, and you've been watching WGAN Live at 5.